Third clan war of the day. We go into Rise again versus F4. Moon, Michael, Thunder versus Chaemiko, Sok, Soin, and check. An all Korean clan war right here. Moon at home, new haircut. His old streaming setup. And Thunder, former Warcraft pro, former boxer, former model. Chaemiko right there. And Soin for you as well. Alright, so everyone with cameras now. That's wonderful. Let's go into the first map of the third clan war. Who's going to take the lead? Moon and Thunder, a new duo on both sides. Moon and Thunder even more surprising. Thank you, Mad Frog, for the host, by the way. Even more surprising than the Soin Chaemiko play. I mean, Human Orc is fine. You can play it. These players are known to team games. Especially Soin. Moon and Thunder both are not.
So if they decide now to try out Moon and Thunder, they must have practiced something, right? There must be a plan. There must be something special in mind. Let's take a look at the first heroes. Shadow Hunter, Archmage for Soin and Chaemiko. And AM, and what's over here? Keeper. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess Keeper buying time. But Archmage leveling and then strong level 3 push, maybe? But level 3 is so hard.
So what's super strong late game for Human Night Elf is MGs plus rifles. But that takes forever to tech 2. Forever to come online, and normally on smaller maps like this one is really hard to pull off. We just saw an Archer and Breaker combo, very unusual, but makes sense as well. You have the sturdy front line of the Breakers, you have the Archers in the back for the damage. Doesn't require long tier 3 tech trees. Tier 2 is sufficient.
Thank you, Nesk and Dave Boy, for your subs. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to make of this yet. We're a little in the dark when it comes to this matchup. Shadow Hunter first by Soin, man. No TC. I'm not a fan of this, by the way. I love TC first. I mean, TC first might be a little hard on this map, especially.
Yeah, pretty greedy. It worked out for Lin earlier.
It did after a while, yes, it did. But they will not stop Keeper or Archmage, will they?
Dude, look at the inventory. They all got ring plus cloak. What the hell? That is some insane low likelihood. Or the drops are rigged. No, it's of course not the case.
Aggressive SH now. The only hero, of course, not on level 2. But Moon is ready to help Thunder in the defense with Entangle and lots of units, easy surrounds.
Chaemiko's taking a hell of a lot of damage here creeping this camp. That's a big bad sea turtle level 7.
Yeah, with spikes, so every melee takes damage as well.
Dude, I saw this the other day, and I think it was NetEase. The spike damage return from those things is 30%.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, a lot of percent.
Yeah, but it doesn't even feel like it's that bad, right? Damage reflect is just kind of meh, I guess.
Especially in the early when you creep, like with Bears, Tauren, Knights, that's more noticeable. But then they have a lot more HP anyway, so yeah, it's not that noticeable.
What is up with these rings, bro? Are you serious? We have 4 rings right now. 4 rings and 4 cloaks. This is the Frodo build.
So despite all other Turtle Rock matches, we kind of agree that we just leave each other alone and tag to tier 2. Well, Chaemiko and Soin say, not with me, my man. Cancel the tower. Alright, I love that the little Moonwell here to help his buddy regen.
Let's surround the AM, but here comes the cloak. Protects him against the evils of the world. So how much economic damage towards Thunder is this?
Not much, right? He's at 800 gold. He can easily start his MK or whatever he wants to go for. And Sanctums as well.
And the Keeper's finding more kills. He's gonna get another footy right here, I think. Oh, what's that peasant doing here, though? Having a little stroll. Enjoying the afternoon sun.
Archmage still benched there. I guess he is level 3. It's not that horrible. But at some point he has to free him. But this is also all the archers not on the map, not creeping. But it's quite some time. It's fine. Or not. That's a TP out now.
So he's going into Headhunters. Huh, Headhunters Kodos. Aren't rifles just the better Headhunters? And aren't grunts just the better footies? Isn't this the wrong way around?
Yeah. What? I mean, if you want mass casters or something, kind of have to make up for it. If you think that you can't afford rifles. Awesome battle drums. Doesn't need the Kodos even.
Podem second.
Podem Blood Mage, yeah.
Podem Blood Mage.
It's so interesting how these mines in Warcraft, we've seen a lot of 2-on-2s already, with what different solutions they come up with in these 2-on-2s. Nothing's the same.
Normally I really like Blood Mage. But which allied hero is he even gonna... The Podem's surrounded by the creeps. This is staff out. Oh, the Hex though!
Oh!
Podem dead.
Yeah, that's... Does he even need a Stormbolt? He's trying to block... Oh. Hold on, he's just surviving. Okay, still provides aura.
First! No, second. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah, it's level 2 already. A Thunder special.
Okay.
Moving forward, this banish pretty much disables the TC, but can he disable TC and Mountain King?
I noticed, by the way, I'm getting more and more used to the team-colored health bars. At the start it was really weird, but it does help with overview. Is that tier 3? That is tier 3, right?
That is tier 3.
Okay, and then the headhunters make a lot more sense. Is he gonna get anything else from tier 3 other than Berserk? What, Kodo aura, I guess? But nothing else really is that good.
Well, I wouldn't advise a third hero.
Yeah, no. Not too many creeps left. Top right, red camp.
Tomb of Retraining. The Song of Ice and Fire for Thunder.
Cool, I like that. Hoping for the big aura here. They would love to get the command aura. Legion Doomhorn. Also very good.
Chaemiko and Soin a little too late to this. And almost no blockers. A couple of headhunters, but that's about it.
Now we have some breakers as well. But not too many. Expo by Moon.
Thank you, the Crestfallen, for the 3-year resub. 3rd anniversary. Could have at least taken me out to dinner for a drink. Oh, wait, we have creeping. How about being able to spend the channel points to highlight messages, at least something to use them up for? Highlight messages were super annoying, so we got rid of them.
Yeah, that was a little obnoxious, I'm afraid. Flame Strike, mostly on breakers, didn't do that much there. That's a lot of stuff from RA over here. Lots of archers and breakers and dryads and treants and everything. Control magic though. He's stealing the treants.
Blacksmith taken out. Man, what's this push? It looks quite big. Flame Strike in the casters. That's a nice way of reaching them while they're protected. And now Sandwich by Soin and Chaemiko. Blizzard into the back line. Good damage, but disabled by Hex.
Oh, the Blizzard on the Berserkers is massive right there, but the Stomp also doing a good job. Flame Strike follow-up. These Berserkers are taking a lot of damage. Looks like a 2v2s when I'm playing Orc. Has some trouble there, finding his damage uptime. Another Flame Strike. Dude, these spells are keeping the Berserkers busy. They can't lay in the damage.
They have no uptime. The Shadowhunter is super busy with running away as well. Invo Potion on the Archmage is very, very healthy by now. And the Flame Strike is working so much better than expected. Level 2 for him. Mountain King in trouble. And they even found a way against the Breakers, even if they're magic immune.
What a cool strat. Oh, the level 2 Flame Strike Blizzard combo again. The AoE is crazy. And even if now they are forced back here, RA, they still have this expansion to rely on. TP in now. Soin is coming.
Oh man, this is just an invite for more AoE, isn't it? Didn't use it here. Mana was a little low, but the Siphon mana is there. So the TC again, dry. Doesn't do anything.
This AML4 provides so much mana for everything.
Yeah. How do you deal with this? Blizzard is just owning the headhunters there. Finally, a storm.
Wants to line up the next Flame Strike. All those headhunters looking mighty bruised. Oh, and there it is. Beautiful.
A kingdom for heal scrolls. But there's no time at all to go for them. It's so nice to contain them into their own base. There's no freedom for anyone or anything to go to a shop. Just expansion for Moon.
Yeah, the Shadowhunter was supposed to be the counter to this, to out-heal the damage. But, nope. That wasn't even close to good enough.
Yeah, so Chaemiko's wiped out. 24 supply, that's it. Overwhelming 120 supply.
But they have to try to make it work somehow. That Flame Strike Blizzard combo didn't land too well. But I guess there's more where that came from.
Oh man, Moon just spending 2 weeks and practicing 2 and 2, coming up with a glorious strategy that even Thunder can follow him.
That's mean.
I know, it was lighthearted, of course. And they win. I'm pretty impressed. Another expansion.
Yeah, Soin and Chaemiko. I don't think there's any getting out of this one.
Still no fan of the Shadow
Chaemiko at 21 supply. Ooh,
boy. Double AoE again. This time Soin moves out of there super quick. Storm looking good. No Siphon this time. Lack of control, I guess. But again, it's a 2-on-2 where the Mountain King is not reaching the necessary levels.
Yeah. Unlike this Blood Mage. GG is called.
Damn!
RA get the 2v2 victory.
The very first point for Rise Again that Moon is not winning on his own. Cheeky smile on the face of the greatest legend that this game has ever seen. Actually smiling now. Yep, that worked out well. Thank you. for being by my side, buddy. 1-0 for Rise again. And already F4 struggling again.
And with that win, a victory for RA is absolutely within reach. So we're all expecting Moon to win his 1v1. And then is only 1 point more required.
Depends a little on like what map Moon's playing on. I didn't see the one-on-one maps. What's banned? What's not sure.
I don't think it matters, dude. I think he can play on Lost Temple against Soin and Check, and he's still gonna win.
Little bit of overhyping here.
That may have been a slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. I think whatever map it is against whoever he plays, he's gonna be the favorite.
All right, Chaemiko and Soin and Sok definitely will have a word in there. Is it Moon right away, or will they put Thunder? Like usually there was always their game plan, right? To put Thunder into the first one-on-one, like a sacrificial lamb to get map choice for their strong players, Michael and Moon.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and
with that
maybe
knowledge,
maybe he can surprise. Maybe he's gonna have the best day of his life and get a win in.
he looked really good against Lolite, surprisingly. So, can you do a gamble and place your player, like your seemingly weakest player, to outmatch him? I don't know. Map choice is on F4 now. So, can you take away a strong map of your opponent to set your player onto because you know it's going to be Thunder?
Is it though? So I think the assumption you can work under is Moon's gonna win anyways, Thunder's gonna lose anyways. So try to knock out Michael. Try to take a map away from him. But if you now take a good undead map, then Rise Again may just seed Michael.
True.
I would like to see Turtle Rock actually. Go Turtle Rock, and then the only safe choice is Michael, but you have Soin for the counter.
Well, did you see Moon play on Turtle Rock, man? He's pretty damn good on that map with 750 expansions everywhere. I wouldn't bet my life on there. But yeah, that would be bad for Thunder for sure.
Yeah, but you know, whenever Moon plays, he's gonna win anyways, you know. And at least then Michael doesn't have Turtle Rock anymore.
Since when you're such a Moon fanboy? What's with your boy Chaemiko?
Yeah, he has a chance. A slim chance. But it's Moon, dude. It's Moon, and there's no other tier 1 player here. So, you know, he's just the favorite. That's the way it is.
Alright, looking forward to that. Sok and Chaemiko and Soin and Check versus Moon, Michael, and Thunder. We go into the one-on-ones after this tiny little break once these highlights are over, but they shouldn't last much longer anymore. F4 again, not the favorite they're supposed to be. Oh man, Flame Strike. Flame Strike in 2-2 when it's all a little messy and there's not too much space to move. Flame Strike is so good.
Yeah, once the Blood Mage gets to 3, and especially 4, he's so crazy strong. That bottom second. That additional bit of damage from the aura, making such a difference. And of course the Searing Arrow.
Alright, last fight here. Again, the AoE combo hitting beautifully. Dryad's pretty much untouchable. It's mass piercing, mass range. That's all it takes if you have a good Blood Mage that disables your opponent's heroes. And Thunder is not the greatest player, but Blood Mage he can play. Alrighty. From the 2-2s into the 1-on-1s. Will it be Moon? Will it be Michael? Will it be Thunder? We'll see after a little break. We continue with the first 1-on-1, the second match here. It is Thunder versus Sok. The model versus the B-boy. Again, this thing is stuck. There we go. Okay. All Korean battle continues with the surprise lead for Rise again. Thunder in the blue in the bottom left versus Sock for, of course, F4 and Africa Freaks in the upper right.
Dude, this looks so different, this map. Normally the grass here is teal. And now it's, I don't know, some kind of green. Yeah, human mirror. What are we gonna see here? Is it gonna be Breaker Wars? Most likely, yes. But what variation? Fast expansion? Tier 2 expansion? Or no expansion at all and just one base map control? Anything other than an AM would be an absolute, insanely crazy surprise. Oh my god, he's doing it.
Yumiko-esque. Thunder and Yumi are a little alike when it comes to these hero thingies. And maybe Thunder saw WGL and saw how DH destroyed him with that MK. On this map, of course, a little harder to do, as there is no Zeppelin, but I mean, there is a Zeppelin, but it's kind of protected. You could go for that camp and get an early Zeppelin and then stomp this shit out of Sock's economy. Is that the play? Just repeat the WGL quarterfinal?
Dude, that's TH though. It's not easy to copy TH. Have you tried copying TH before, Neo? Have you tried playing perfect?
Yeah, my beard is turned out a little better than his. I tried to copy his 3-hair beard. I even surpassed him.
You gonna get nose surgery done soon? So MK starts off with a level 2 creep here at the Tuskar camp right away. He's gonna take a lot of damage from this. Is there no scout for it? Yes, there is. Oh boy. Oh my god. Scout footy, we see it right now. And Stormbolted and surrounded. But he can get some kills here before he dies.
Yeah.
That's one. And that's two. Dude, if he got away.
Yeah, it's a little rough. We'll delay the tech. Okay, we are not going to the lab early on. That would have been the latest human mirror attack of the all time. Sock for his natural. No question. Will he stay? Or will he go? Expansion or not?
I imagine he's just gonna expand, right? Ooh, those items. 12 plus 9 and circlets. Very nice. So normally you only play MK when you are sure you can creep to level 3. He's getting there slowly, but he's not quite there yet. Needs to get the experience of this Murloc camp. We'll get the big boy and item. Sentry wards, not bad. Sock is scouting for an expansion. There is none to be found. AM a little by himself right here. Could perhaps be pressured by a Stormbolt. But also these footies, speaking of getting pressured, suffering quite a bit of damage. One of them almost dead. Two more. Very hurt. But the MK will be making his way towards the expansion, where there's no form of defense.
Can you already harass with level 1 clap? Is that enough? I don't think he can do much right now. He's creeping at the same time, just waiting for level 3.
Oh, and he gets it with one more creep. Oh boy, that gonna level 2 is gonna hurt. And oh, staff into the main. Okay. Oh my god,
Boom.
He's actually doing what TH did.
That's his best shot, I guess. Sock should have learned against that by now. Invo potion clap, multi-kill. Arcane Tower is finished now, though. How long can he keep up the shenanigans? There's no clap remaining anymore.
Yeah, he's also probably stuck here. This is gonna cost him the TP, I guess. This was expensive. This was a lot of mining time lost. AM gets level 3. MK cannot leave. And he took a lot of damage there as well. Down to less than 300. What do we have for Thunder in the main? Normally you try to pressure greedy expo play by going for a tier 2 push with priests and breakers and so on. But when you don't have an AM with Brilliance Aura, how good can that really be?
I mean, you have access to clarities. You can invest a lot into potions. If you're only relying on your Mountain King, because in the late game he will be hard countered anyway by breakers, right? So invest a lot into items or easy cancel. That is the easiest clarity cancel of his life. And that stops his strategy pretty much.
Oh man, everything's dropping so low. The strength of early level 2 water elementals. Noticeable here once again. Shouldn't this tech also be finished already for Thunder?
Just 2 peasants early. That delayed everything a little, I guess. Shop gone. Sock is knowing exactly what to do against it. So the clarity ran through. He's arresting again. But there's arcanes. And the big invul is committed. So what's the future of Thunder's strategy?
Good question. I think you should have counter expanded instead and then do this bold harass, clap harass, excuse me, over and over. No surround there. AM squeezes out. Again, good pressure applied. More footies being taken out. And the MK doesn't have a TP anymore, by the way. Uh-oh. Staff? Is that in time? Oh.
No.
Very close.
Ooh, poor Thunder. Guess he has one last attempt in him. He got a couple of kills with the first try. But good control by Sock. Good answers. Forcing him into skirmishes. Killing that shop was so key. Canceling that clarity as well. And now Sock is the one with the Zeppelin.
But he sees it at least. Alright, he has double arcane. That's something. It's not very good against shredder damage though. Oh boy, this drop. That looks like a doom drop.
Yeah. Sock is just turning Thunder's weapons against him. And Sock takes the expected win. And ties up the series 1-1.
No miracle today. Hopefully in one of these matches Thunder is going to get a victory in his 1v1, but Sock a little bit too strong to expect that here. So 1-1 now. And another 1v1. And if we follow the pattern, this would mean Moon now.
Yes.
RI's again going to stick with their formula, or are they going to switch it up?
I mean, you don't want to lose a clan. Like, the win in a clan war is the most important thing. It's not too much about points, right? So, you really don't want to lose a clan war without having seeded Moon. And that could happen if they lose the next match and the next 2-2. So I think they're kind of destined to seed Moon.
Right, so they want to have Moon, and
yes.
What map do you put him on?
I don't remember the vetoes.
It was Twisted and Terranus. Yeah.
Okay. To be
I
expected.
could see LR maybe, but maybe you don't want to take LR away from Michael.
I think
so
you can
what would be...
Echo.
Yeah, I agree. Echo is smart.
Alrighty, let's see if we are right and who takes the second lead in this clan war. 2-2 win for RA, 1-1 win for F4. It is time for the second 2-2 after a little break. Our second one-on-one at the 1-1 situation is the oldest Night Elf mirror we can provide. 33-year-old Moon versus 35-year-old Jack. The old man of Korea. Stepping in the ring. Who still got it? I guess both of them, especially Moon. We have the 5th race in the blue upper left. Jack, the uncle, in the upper right.
What are we gonna see here as first heroes? I'm definitely expecting a Demon Hunter from Czech. For Moon, it could be... Could it be a keeper still? I think for Moon it's gonna be Demon or Podem. Keeper doesn't seem that good in this matchup.
Yeah, I think Moon almost only plays Podem these days. Demon it is. Podem it is. Alright, so single engine of war, double engine of war is the next question.
Yeah, Moon is establishing this Podem more and more. It's not just a cheese strat anymore. It's not just a curveball strat anymore. It can work if you play it well and hit your timings properly, and you don't even have to all-in push. We saw at Anaheim, you can just use the Podem to claim map control, creep up the whole map, and if you want, you can even transition into bears with a big lead that you have.
Yeah, Moon made that work more than once, which is crazy. Alright. We'll see how it goes and how much pressure Czech can put onto that mass strat. Quite fascinating how Moon once again single-handedly changed the meta of Night of Mirror into a lot of Podem play.
Yeah. He's a brilliant mind. Calls of attack. Great start for him. The ring for the demon honestly isn't bad at all. He is going to be the frontline tank for a long time. So normally Podem always means hunts at least for a little while. This being Moon though, who knows what he's going to do.
Ember says in chat right now, this match has a 17-year history. That was when they met each other the first time on Korean television. 17 years old, man. 18 Sway was just born. 15 Sway.
Some pressure here early on from the demon. Czech wants to know what's going on, wants to keep Moon honest. Doesn't want to let him get away with too much greed. With the Podem, you know, there's a wide array of strategies you can choose from. Map control, soak up the map, push strat with APs. You can also just go for an expansion. That second Ancient of War, though, is looking quite aggressive. Such a weird position as well. Like, how are you ever going to scout that spot?
You probably won't. Jack is trying to find something to attack or something to get done. But there's nothing. Nothing to do, nothing to find. Lots of wasted time on the Demon Hunter.
What's he getting? Dust, I guess?
Hunts are arriving now. Staff back, so the Demon Hunter can finally get rid of this. Good. There we go. So is he preparing an AP already somewhere, or should he? I think he has the Hunch Soul up.
Oh, nice block from the Huntress. Beautiful. Oh, block. Almost leading to a kill. But the Archer survives. Retaining high arch numbers is very important. Otherwise, the Podem hunts can overrun you quite easily.
I'm trying desperately to get that level 2. Alright, that took him quite some time. Finally evasion ready. Damage of the Podem is good with claws. And the second Engine of War is so good.
No wisps moving across the map yet, so it doesn't look like we have any APs coming up currently. Moon is still prioritizing, preventing creeping as much as possible from the enemy. The merchant camp is a lot of experience, and that is where Moon goes now next. I like the fact that he creeps this camp. Like, the Potem, if she gets claws, it's okay and all, but it's mostly about experience. It's mostly about that level 3. So he's going for the camp that doesn't have the best drop, but has good experience and is easy to creep.
All right.
Punishment. Bad.
Sells it immediately.
He sells it. You were low HP, bro. Why'd you sell it?
Yeah, I mean, with full mana, I think the value of the gold is better. Moonjo should be full anyway.
It's only 75 gold though. Alright, here comes the Expo. But very good scout by Check. I think he saw that right away with the Wisp. Certainly does now. And that's the Potem level 3. Pretty cool creep route. Green camp right away. Then pressure the opponent. Keep him from creeping. Fall back a little bit. Get the middle camp. Creep the natural. Expand on the spot. Boom, level 3. As if he had practiced it.
What a rare sight, man, to have a Beast Master in Night of Mirror. Interesting, like, Check seems like he's expecting a push very, very, very soon, and now there's an expansion. He's, ah, damn. Is this still gonna be great for me?
Yeah, I kind of doubt his impact later on as well. Normally, when we see non-siege situations, normally the choice against Potem Mass is Tinker second with Pocket Factory. Especially against Dryads. Are we gonna see Dryads though for Moon is the question. Or is this just pure Huntress Mass? Gets the first scroll. That's a big deal. And I was very eager to fight. Moon would love to go into an engagement right now. And of course, Check can absolutely not afford to.
Alright, with 40 supply in the first scroll and the expansion in the back. Yep, that is a wonderful timing. No level 3 on the Beastmaster yet, so Quill Beast not really that strong. And so Moon just soaks up more experience, gets the next item. And continues from here.
It just fits like a hand in a glove, doesn't it? Potem Mass hunts. They're like sisters. They're both right. Wild. Predator. Cats, you know? They have a similar attack animation. And it works out so well. But now Dryads come in. And Dryads are the hard counter against hunts. One of them certainly going to be going down here. We also saw the tier 3 tech coming in by Check. Getting ready to go to Bears. And Moon is still only tier 1. No, he's tier 2. Okay, I thought that was tier 1. But we see a lower coming up for Moon as well. So he's getting ready to go into his own Dryads.
And then, of course, level 2 Aura comes into play. Beastmaster pretty good, so Moon will need Dispel. But once there's quite some Dryads, what's the Beastmaster going to do? His summons are just getting dispelled.
There's a lot of damage from the archers here. Oh, the Bash Bear comes in! That's 2 hunts down already. I think that's the 3rd one going down. Uh-oh, Moon. Is this slipping away? Beastmaster level 3, Quill Beast now.
Check, as so often in recent weeks, doing better than expected.
Oh my god.
We keep on underestimating him. Moon has the TP out. Is there a kill on the Shadow Priest?
Oh, the 100 didn't TP with him.
Oh no. Is there still a Dryad for slow? I think the Observer didn't realize. That's the expansion at least.
It's too far away for it to entangle. Okay, lucky break for Moon that there was no Dryad over there. But there was a big mistake by Moon, right? Going into an engagement with a Dryad disadvantage.
Expo's paying off now. He's getting level... he is level 4. That's tons of damage. Not going Owl like so many others recently.
check. Quite impressive. Oh, the ensnare almost kills off the next hunters.
Beastmaster is getting a lot of space. But again, like, he's gonna be so hard countered by all that as well. Yeah, getting bears now. Okay, so we move into a bear mirror. I guess. Or is Moon checking to tier 3 or is he staying at tier 2? It's kind of a question.
He's staying tier 2. Demon Hunter went mana burn 2. I guess a bit of damage on the bottom. Bit of searing arrow prevented. But this is a scary push. Dryad, Bears, Beastmaster. And Moon, it doesn't look like he's ready. He's down in supply. It's not the way it's supposed to be.
There we go. It's quite some damage, but it's only 50 supply. But that's what he has to deal with now. Jack a little afraid of moving into it with only one bear.
Thank you, Sotoka, for the sub. Alright, roar popped, in we go. It's kind of an early roar. Why did he pop it so early? It only lasts 45 seconds. Dude, the day of the rings continues. Ring +4 right there for Moon. And level 5. That's a lot of damage from the true shot now.
So, with Moon's great micro, is this still enough? Second bear, third bear coming in. Lots of support from the mercenary camp, and this Demon Hunter just staffed out. Beastmaster on its own. But he can't really reach. Always moving the Dryad back before there's any melee attack. This is the glory of Moon with Dryads in his hands.
Yeah, great kiting by Moon. Oh, Potom in a bit of trouble right there. Forced into the healed scroll. If he can get the kill here, this would be marvelous for check onto the Potom. But he can't. He's getting slowed down too much. The Demon now in trouble. Forced into the invul potion though. And the Potom is still face tanking a little bit over here. Perhaps a little bit too much. But it will fall back. And in the meantime, more and more bears are falling. Seems like the favorite will prevail. After a bit of a stressful mid-game. Still seems to be winning this fight. Potom 5.6. We might even see Starfall.
Moon is so crazy. But that was also a weird army to push a building with. 3 bears, couple of dryads, like it's a little it's not enough to kill buildings, but it's also not the right army comp to win a fight against Moon's mix. Like, this is exactly what one would expect would happen. The dryads throw the bears down, they retreat, they shoot again, the bears can never reach. And the only unit that takes damage is bears.
Yeah. I agree. Seems like Czech didn't find the perfect answer here. Just more and more mass. Moving up to 64 supply suddenly. Once that expo was kicking in, it really started spiraling out of control. Again, Roar in his own main. Kind of weird. Wants to morph the bears, I guess. Would a Tinker have been better?
I think everything is always better than a Beastmaster. I don't know. Not like maybe behind this fight the Clockworks can go to work. I don't think they helped so much in the fight. I think Naga would have been probably the best. Also not the greatest choice. Like second hero choice against this army is kind of hard.
Yeah, true. Don't have a Blade Master for right click damage or a Lich, which are normally very strong heroes against Dryads. Alchemist second for Moon. Ooh, it's got, oh my god, it's gonna be so much damage, dude. Alright. One last ditch effort. Check pushing into the main. He's down by 30 supply. No, wait, that's 20 supply.
It was a long night for you. It's fine. Okay, he's killing production, but it's not really buying time as he can invest so much into items. Doesn't even have T3 or Orb yet. Alchemist second. It's wonderful for Moon. And TP out. With the Bear Gun. Man, this damage. This Dryad poison stacking is so insane.
Yep. Another engagement going to Moon. Still massive army. This could be the time to go tier 3 if he wants. Not really many upgrades he can get there. Mostly like Orb of Venom. But, you know, why not? He can afford it.
I'm just here to see Starfall. That's the question of the game. Will we see Starfall or not? It's definitely gonna be... Like, not definitely, but the chances are very, very high that Moon takes this from here on out. 2 heal scrolls, high levels, great army. Just a big mass. Would love to see 1 or 2 glaive throwers behind this. Just try. If you protect them well, they can have quite some impact, or at least force a reaction. That some units get out of position, maybe. Or at least are drawn closer to your bears. So the glaives work as a unit magnet. Somehow. But on the other side, it's Moon. It could just split 3 Dryads from his main army, backstep you, and then glaives are gone again.
How does Jack engage into any fight, though? Everything's so slow. The bears are already slow. And then they get Dryad speared. They're even slower. Part of mass range. This seems to be the new meta. Moon certainly seems to think so. Pot him over to the shop again. Certainly easily has enough money for scrolls. Jack did climb up to 65 supply. That's pretty nice. Bear numbers not looking bad. And alright, in we go.
Detonates against the illusion, so they won't soak up the damage. Beastmaster level 4, so it's the Bash Bear now, finally. But I guess even the Misha copy can't save him anymore. He's finding a way better connection than before, and that is Reforged Starfall, everybody. That's a taunt.
He's gonna be forced out of this though. He's taking too much damage.
Yeah, it's a TP or scroll, both.
Staying in as long as he can.
Once the Beastmaster gone, heal scroll before, Searing Arrow shoots one out as well, but can't get the kill. And that was style over substance.
That was cool though. That was pretty cool. Did do a lot of damage. Didn't find too many kills, but a lot of spread damage. It's hard to heal all of this up now. How long is the cooldown in Starfall?
It's very long. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. It's very long. But yeah, didn't decide the game yet. And I guess it's kind of like that we won't see too much more Starfall. As the Demon Hunter is rising in levels. It's now a 25 supply lead. That can turn into a problem. Like, if the bears reach, and the Demon Hunter as well, and somewhat the summons are protected, Czech has not lost this. Especially, also if he can dodge fights and just force damage on buildings.
To be fair though, Moon, they fought in the worst position ever.
Yep.
There was no tree line, there was no choke at all. He was just like, yep, let's do this. This position here seems to be a little bit better. Narrow over choke. Not really a choke, but some of the bears in the back are not doing much. And whoa, this fight is looking quite one-sided so far. One bear staffed out. The focus fire Not even everything in one group, but rather two group that Moon makes use of. But now we can see. Yeah. The poison stack on the bears. It's overwhelming.
So much damage. Jeez. Check did a good job trying to micro them away, but with the poison, with the damage over time, everything just dies. Level 3, level 6 and 6.6 as well. Yeah, and if that's not GG, then I don't know. One last hurrah with an invul.
But Moon's gonna fall back, and there's no catch at all in Czech's army anymore. Alchemist is gonna pick up some scrolls on the way home. He asked the Pod and waifu, honey, do we need anything? Pod's like, yeah, we could use some more scrolls. He's like, which scrolls you want? Mostly heal scrolls. How about protection? Nah, protection won't do much. Oh, babies, they don't, you know, magic immune. And he's like, ah, right, I forgot. So, wait, he didn't even get a heal scroll, though. What the hell? She asked for one thing, bro. He couldn't even bring the heal scroll?
He has to sleep on the couch tonight.
In the guest room, maybe, if he's lucky.
4 bears is, I guess, not enough. It is good damage, but it's also lots of repair now. And again, the damage is stacking up so hard. 3 volleys are enough for a bear. And there's no one can deny that this game is so over. And we do see Starfall again. Yay! Very shortly, though. Everything moves out of range again. Yeah, that's how you counter Starfall, by the way. Just move away.
Pretty sick play.
Hard to do and requires a lot of micro and game sense. Not everyone can do it, but... By the way, are you starting to count the pixels on your stream as well?
It's not that bad.
But it's not as...
Or the Twitch stream?
Huh?
Are you on the Dojo or the Twitch stream?
Twitch.
Yeah, me too. You know, there was a zoning old Neo.
Yes.
Time.
Of course, to buy some time to get the shop control to check so he doesn't spend too much money. Okay, that's the second last consumable. He has one more invul. The alchemist is using more heal spray. But there's no heal spray on Czech's side and also no scroll. And he's face tanking with bears against with Dried against bears. And he's winning easily. Because he has crazy damage and crazy sustain. And Czech is just not on par. GG! 2-1 for Rise Again! Moon the carry, undefeated in WGTL.
That wasn't even close. That adds one more to the record.
And I guess the early game wasn't as bad for Czech. Especially the fight on the right-hand side. When Moon overcommitted, he punished that really well.
Yeah.
That one misplay.
Looked really scary there for a moment.
Also the fight at the 6 o'clock. Obviously Moon gave him both of these fights, kind of. But when Cash had the chance, he was ready. So he was benched for the 2-on-2s, but sat here in the 1-on-1. Did a decent job. But I mean, it's Moon. You give him the weapons. It was kind of smart as well. Like kind of faking this bottom hunt rush. And Czech was getting ready for it. But then Moon just expanded. And once Czech realized it, it was too late. So, cool sidestep.
That means the 2v2 is coming up next now.
Yes. Either Moon and Michael or Thunder and Michael. On the side for Rise Again. Trying to win this clan war. 4F4. Who's it gonna be? Is Czech allowed to play 2-on-2 now? Or is it gonna be Sock and Soin to continue the human orc story?
In the highlights, we see that fight where almost everything slipped away. Forced to TP out, 1 hunter left behind. Was starting to feel hopeful for Czech, but the next point, it felt like it was just mining for 20 seconds and suddenly, boom, 60 supply. The Merc support there certainly helped out as well. So many Berserkers and Shadow Priests, and even a Mauler. Bottom with the Starfall.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, once you
Kind
get...
of funny, right? That the Podem is a hero where you don't have to click your spells anywhere. You just activate the arrow, you just activate the ult, and you just A-click.
Remo, we have to min-max so much. We want to get the best use of the searing arrow, and of course if you use it manually, then you have a higher range. Crazy micro required.
Wow. Wow, all those skill shots. Crazy.
Every single one is added manually. So that was one of the best fights for Czech. But even that wasn't enough, because that was the Starfall.
Hey!
That is quite some damage, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so pretty. You know, before I internet, when I was playing Warcraft offline with bots, and I played Night Elf, I always played Podem, because I love the Starfall so much.
Alright. Last fight, but somewhere in the middle of the fight, Czech realized it doesn't really matter if I micro the bears or not. It just doesn't change anything anymore. Stop to retreat with them, and yeah, if you have 180-degree Dryad concave around you, that's what happens.
Too bad we didn't see Stampede.
It would have been a fun base race. So, RA could give F4 a big slap in their face. They're 2-1 up. Match points for Moon, Michael, and Thunder in the upcoming 2-2. Or will we see the first 5 mapper of the day? Stay tuned. So, game 4 coming up. 2-2, number 2. RA, I did not expect them to stand a chance against F4.
Out of all the teams in this league so far, I feel like F4 is the one most underperforming.
I agree. Even Shishi and the boys, who have 3 tier 3/4 players, they had some good results. They had some good points. UMAT, of course, they always play with the ping disadvantage. They won a clan war though, and they had a strong showing against RW. A little disappointing today. Even Yumi, Remind, Hainu, WFZ, they had some good matches as well. For F4, it's always like, this should be more one-sided. They should get more points. They shouldn't lose this.
And with F4 seemingly struggling, that's good news for the rest of the league, for the 4th slot in the playoffs.
Yes, absolutely. And especially good news for UMAT. We're still hyping up the boys. They're tough clan wars. This week and last week with Rogue Warrior and LP still have to face ELL, but once ELL is out of the way, it's time for them to catch up. And we got Michael and Moon. Old MYM 2-2. Is there some history in this 2-2 on Rise Again? Versus Sock and Soin. We've seen them a couple of WGL. Super nice guys. But a nice guy doesn't win you Warcraft games. Is it the 3-1? Or will we finally see a 5-mapper here in WGTL?
In the bottom left, it is the boys from F4. Sock and Soin. Soin. Is this the time? Is this the TC first time? Like, if there is a TC first player in the pro scene, it's Soin.
Since the beginning of the qualifier, I keep on screaming this like, Soin, TC, level 8, give it! Not happening, man. I look like a fool every single 2-on-2 involving Soin. So I won't make any predictions. Could obviously be a Shadow Hunter or Farseer even, or a Blade Master. But I would love to see his high level TC.
Thank you, Noah. With a 22-month resub, he says, hello. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing fine. Shadow Hunters first. Is this what every org now agrees on is the best thing for 2v2?
This again, one of these cases where Lin plays it and they all follow up on it. I think time was a little short between those clan wars, but in the first week of this 2-on-2, it was a lot about the space creator heroes. Keeper, Blade, Farseer even. This week is so different. And I'm not too sure if I'm a fan of this week's 2-on-2 meta. Especially with the orcs. Yes, I see that the Farseer and Blade Master are kinda useless in the late game. But oftentimes the 2-on-2 is lost until then.
Or you play like ELL, you suffer for 10 minutes, and then you have this crazy comeback and own like hell in the lake.
Yeah, it could be true. That was sick indeed.
That was so sick, dude. They played that so well. And maybe a little scroll of restoration did its part, you know, but,
yeah, items are, RNG is one of the best factors of World of Warcraft, so things are not that predictable. And with the scroll of restoration, yeah, that's how things look sometimes.
Yeah, there were quite some funny items in Warcraft 3 in the past. Goblin landmines is one example. Scepter of, what was it called? Of mind control or whatever. Oh, Shadowhunter this time playing quite aggressively for Soin. He is going to be, at least supposed to be, the space creator.
What kind of tier of space creator is he, though?
He's not quite a keeper. He's not quite a Farseer. He's not quite a Blade Master, so he's kind of okay, you know? Okay.
Almost getting us around there. Would have triggered the TP on Moon very early on. Of course, Michael with DK Fiends. This is 2-on-2. And if you're not Infi, you're not playing anything else than DK Fiends. And this is so powerful. Early tier 2 and early tier 3. That's the 2 power spikes for Moon and Michael.
Here comes the Hex. Oh, is that a surround on the Fiend? Almost. There are some Wisps here for detonates. Hits one. Gets a Dispel off on the Watermelon and the Fiend. That was cool. Wait, didn't he have a coil ready? Maybe it was on cooldown.
Speed scroll committed, but no big result yet. And there's the coil, and there's the save. Holding on nicely with all the skeletons. Even getting a kill here against this aggression.
DK. Level 2, now the aura.
Wait a minute.
And
Moon's
okay, they got one Fiend, but also ran across the entire map to get it and slowed down the level 3 AM. Shadowhunter was not creeping at all.
Moon's playing archers.
Archers and Fiends?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Or it's a late transition, but it's no hunt at all in this fight.
Oh, Hex again. Keeper in trouble. We'll have to TP here, it seems. Nice surround against the trees. Man.
Okay, Sock and Soin finding some good moments.
These creep camps in the middle are pretty damn hard, right?
Yeah,
with
they
the
are super
roar,
hard.
with the sleep.
In general,
there.
it feels like this entire map is too hard to creep.
But I think it's good, you know, don't make these expansions too easy. Of course, if you're left alone, still pretty easy to do, but with Creepjack, therein lies the danger. Item from the camp, the Belt of Giant Strength. That earlier helped out the Pit Lord. Will we see a Pit Lord here again? I doubt it.
TC now. I mean, Michael has been quite a creator of strategies. You can put it that way. But yeah, I would agree. Doesn't make too much sense. So, how? It's you see, he's still not. He's on 4 archers, so he stays on archers. What's he going for? It's a very unusual Night Elf build.
If he's really greedy, he could rush MGs.
But can you rush 2 tier 3s? Or do you want to sacrifice your under attack? That both seemed kinda...
Yeah, just both go tier 3. And, you know, hope that there's no push.
Yeah. That's my approach to Warcraft.
Sometimes you have to put your arms in the air and hope that Jesus has you covered, you know?
I was about to say, like, this is my approach to Warcraft. Hands off the keyboard and hope. That's the best you can do sometimes. So it is double lores. It is tier 3. Are they really getting through with this?
No, it's only tier 2 for me.
Yeah, but Michael was on the way to tier 3.
Yeah. Oh, look at that item. That's Furbolgs. Pretty funny that this can drop at the same camp as Scroll of Restoration.
Do you want to say that Furbolgs can turn a game around with 1 click?
Yeah, Furbolgs. You know what? I actually think Furbolgs is better than Red Drake, actually.
Yeah, I think for creeping in general, at least, they are kind of useful.
They are, of course, still trash, but... Yeah, that's what we got.
So Blood Mage again. See this more and more in the juice. Can be quite good, I guess. Like Siphon is really good against TC. Against whatever there is, like Alchemist especially if you can reach. And of course to feed the TC. But no MK, no double AoE. I mean, you can go Flame Strike, but it's not. Goes too much retraining now for Blizzard.
Dude, how many creeps does this camp have? It's 9 creeps. 9 satyrs.
Maybe you should play Dark Ranger.
Oh, Dark Ranger. Sometimes seen as a 3rd hero against TC. But rarely. Did some juicy items for Michael, by the way. Mana Stone. Bit of intelligence for the Lich.
Dude, the armor on the Alchemist is pretty crazy.
It's not 24 armor though. It was 24 armor the other day, right?
Correct. No expansion yet. But they are giving Rise Again a lot of time.
And the question is the MG tech coming? Because then all this time is definitely valuable.
Also for tier 3, for Orb, for Destroyers, and, oh yeah, Crypt Lord.
Hells yeah. Soin won his own tier 3. Once again, he's playing TC Berserkers. And a front line of Breakers to protect them. This is basically the same strat that we saw at the beginning of this clan war. Look how shiny the Crypt Lord is, man. Ooh. Wonderful. Shiny.
So, time for heal scrolls and go? Do they have everything they want? Expand on the back of the attack?
Aren't RA severely lacking frontline? Like they have Dryads and Archers and Fiends at the moment.
You know, if you kill units before they reach you, you don't need a frontline.
Ah, I see. Smart. Ah, here they come! Mountain
Dude,
Giants.
I can't believe they let him do this.
Hell yeah, bro. Let's just all go tier 3.
I mean, we saw it last week with MGs against Abominations.
You think Soccer's feeling left out as the only one who's not on tier 3?
He's a little dummy.
I was a little disappointed, you know? Was
Can't,
hoping to be one of the cool kids.
can't afford the new iPhone X. Is still on his iPhone, whatever the version before was.
Also, Pally 3rd would actually be really good for Sock. But no tier 3.
This army is so massive and I love the illusions.
Oh my god.
Yeah, speaking about that lacking front line. It's here.
It is.
Nice impale. I mean, it's so hard to not hit nicely with an impale in team games. Lots of AoE in this entire fight. Blizzard, Stomp, and of course Crypt Lord Impale and Nova. Sorry. And the illusions are soaking up so much damage. Jesus Christ.
Oh, TC with another Stomp, forced into the invul. Also has the Rune Braces to protect him. Stomp Blizzard combo is really cool.
It's almost as good as Clap Blizzard. Because you can't move. Oh, lag. Mountain Giant is almost dead. Headhunters and like the entire backline for F4 is very healthy. Blood Mage is in trouble now.
He has so much mana! With the Mana Stones and the Siphon.
I got a PowerPoint presentation right now.
Yeah, me too.
Can't see anything. Alright. Ooh, TC is moving in enemy territory. Still has the stone, as you said. Boop! There's the stun. Poor Crypt Lord.
Oh my god, this Siphon!
Yeah, that's
This
a
is
good...
hacks! This is hacks! It's infinite mana!
It's so sick, man. He doesn't even need the stone. He's just being fed by the Blood Mage. Cool combo. They make this work really well. Really good teamwork by Sock and Soin.
And that is looking rough now for Rise again.
Yeah, the expo didn't work. The tech, maybe one MG just wasn't enough. The illusions were neat, but you lack the taunt. And all of a sudden, headhunters are crazy.
How many Stomps has this TC used, man?
I don't know, but there's no
Bajillion.
end in sight.
Still full mana.
You think the Crypt Lord is jealous?
Hell yeah, dude. We would love to have a Blood Mage buddy.
Yes. But undeads and humans, they don't work too well together. Crypt Lord himself is soaking up a lot of damage as well. I'm surprised that he's not dead yet.
Yeah. Belt, I guess. All that HP. And cards, of course. Oh, TC entangled there, but quickly getting out of it with the invul.
Oh, so fast! Entangle was there at Invul just in a blink of an eye. We have Abominations with Disease Cloud now. So a little bit more blockage even. And they force a TP out. Expo by Moon in the north. If that works... It's not even looking that bad for RA.
Is this game not over yet?
No! I mean, Soin has an expansion, but Moon as well. Oh, they're scouted. Supply is looking okay. Heroes are all like around 3. This is not over yet.
I just saw 10 Stomps and I was like, yeah. That's it.
I can tell you it's not getting better with these Stomps.
Dude, mass A-bombs and mass MGs once again would be really good.
Yeah. And I think we're getting there. Like, we have Disease Cloud. We saw the first A-bomb. Moon has 550 gold. Oh, is that a mountain giant in the Kodo?
It is.
It is. Lacks the upgrade, huh?
Yeah, that's 7 supply right there. Imagine eating stone, dude. That must not taste well.
Well, we once discussed how you consume a mana stone. Remember? Maybe it's the same way with Kodos.
Oh yeah. You think eating a mountain giant makes you smarter?
I think.
I mean, he's very old, right? So maybe you receive some of his wisdom.
I think if you try to attempt to eat a mountain giant, which is like a ton of stone, then there's not much room to be even dumber.
Well, I guess that's there's a point to that. Invest TC. There's not really good targets to hit though. This is all like MGs and Dryads.
Yeah. Also for the Crypt Lord, it's kind of hard to hit at the moment with all the breakers in front. They soaked up the mana. The Blizzard is perfect though. So protected once again. Bloodmage with the Siphon on the TC. Full mana. 60 mana per second, of course. Blizzard and Berserkers, man. Crazy damage to this. They finally try to get rid of this TC. Invo Potion again.
And more Stomp, of course. Disease Cloud is starting to spread. TC in trouble! Heal Scroll, everything! Trying to save him, heal! Oh my god. TP transferred last second.
TP out for Sock as well. But Moon is at 80. We're getting close to like 320 supply.
We're gonna need a zoom out function.
It is zoomed out.
Yeah, we need more zoomed out.
More zoomed out. See what I did there, by the way? I did math on stream. 4 times 80. Lightning quick.
Neo.
I know.
Are you like a Nobel Prize winner or something?
Getting there.
Nice.
Start
Gonna
small,
have
dream
to
big.
take me with you when you go to Oslo. I've heard it's a beautiful city. TC finally gets level 4, man. He was stuck on level 3 forever.
Yeah. Has Rune Bracers. This will certainly help him as he's the center of attention every single fight.
Wouldn't it be worth it to go just Dark Ranger 3rd for Moon just to disable this TC? You can even coil her, you know, with Michael's DK. Synergy.
You can sacrifice the XP on the Keeper, but on the Alchemist...
Did everything just get 20% brighter? Am I tripping right now?
Yes. It's absolutely just you.
Oh, a tiny town hall! Oh my god, how cool is it? Oh. Poggers.
Yep, that's what you get when you purchase a tiny Great Hall. When you're human. Sucks for Undead, by the way.
Yes.
Just get an Acropolis.
Did you also see that clip from Happy?
What?
Did you also see that clip from Happy?
No.
Yeah, he did that once. Didn't do it again after that. So.
Oh wow, Remo, what what a fail, man. First, chat tells us there's no Nobel Prize for math, and it's not in Oslo but Stockholm.
Didn't it used to be in Oslo? Are you sure?
Chat. So we're really getting to 320 supply. How many heal scrolls do we have? That's gonna be a lot of AoE. 2, 3.
It definitely used to be in Oslo. Okay, just need to check.
3 heal scrolls against 2, but heal spray, but heal wave. I'm not sure. There's so many mountain giants. There's so much HP. Even meat wagons. Oh, I love that meat wagon edition. Disease cloud against whatever's in the back.
Yep.
Headhunters and casters. That's really good.
The damage of this one wagon is gonna be crazy.
Can they somehow disable them? I don't even know if they can reach. Like, they have to get past mountain giants. Like 6 of them.
When you have a tree with an MG, can you pick up another tree? Because then they could just eat through the forest back there. That'd be so sick. Guys, how does that work? Or when you have a tree, can you destroy trees with right click? Anyways,
you can.
Oh, that stomp.
Yo, that was sick, but he's also kind of surrounded there in stone. Mortar teams, 4 of them. Oh boy, is that tier 3? Is that frag shards? I'm not 100% sure, but I think... No, not yet. But man, the damage is already insane. TC getting impaled, level 2 for the Crypt Lord finally shows you how few kills they got. Man, this fight is unbelievable.
There's so much stink everywhere.
Yep.
Disease cloud has spread across 3 screens.
Yep.
One wagon has been taken out, but there's another one still spreading the disease.
This poor observer, man, has to catch everything across 3 screens like a kraken. TC is kinda useless now. Okay, here's a good shot for him. But the heal spray is always there. It's a really good alchemist in this fight by Moon.
All 4 kind of dropping in supply.
Yeah, but so...
How is this TC not level 5 yet? Getting focused now. Invul breaks him out of it.
It's not too much dying. Usually the hunt you feast on Huntress, but if there's MGs, it takes forever for units to die. And there were a lot of heal scrolls as well.
Yeah, another MG did fall just there a second ago. And TP out, okay.
Yeah.
His game ain't over yet.
Soin is at 50. He lost so much. Moon has 2 expansions. Team F4 has 2 expansions. And
great 2v2.
we're mined out.
Okay, which heroes are scaling the craziest here, by the way? Oh, we have a Pally 3rd now for Sock. That's so good.
Okay.
That's so good.
So, I guess from raw spell thing, Tranquility would be the sickest thing ever in this fight. But there's too much disable.
Yeah, with Hex and everything.
And Banish and Stomp. That's... What?
Bench doesn't interrupt.
Really? It should.
Yeah, Blood Mage definitely needs a few buffs.
Yeah. Well, not DK and Lich.
Crypto level 3 would be big.
Alchemist level 5 would be huge for heal spray.
Yeah. How many spells is this Cryptlord gonna get off, though? He's probably the #1 target that just gets siphoned all the time.
As he's in the front row. Yeah, I agree. So many mountain giants. 2, 3 upgrades on them, of course.
But Moon's only at 66 supply right now.
Yeah, he lost a lot of mountain giants. And he's maybe even feeding Michael a little.
Yeah, probably. Main's expired.
Yeah.
I've never seen a 2v2 here like this, where it's just splitting the map, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I like this map so much for 2v2.
So good thing is for F4, both have income. Soin with the Expo, Sock with the Expo. They don't have to share resources or something. But Soin defeated.
Yeah.
Like he's so low. Soin is the only one not at around 70. 20 supply lower than everyone else.
The really annoying thing here for RA with this setup is, if you give resources over like this, you pay taxes twice. So the gold that Moon receives, he's paying upkeep on, and when you give gold over to Michael, he's paying upkeep on that again.
That's not fair.
Man, he needs a tax break.
Knights are coming in now as well. Sock is gearing up hardcore with that tier 3. If they have frag shards now and still 5 to 6 mortar teams, this is going to be insane.
Yeah, he must have frag shards now. Must.
Yeah.
I think because of the human tier 3 kicking in here, I'm liking F4's chances. Would love to know how close this TC is to level 5 also.
2 heal scrolls versus 2. Bears. Roar is nice. So I'm breaking upkeep with 700 gold. And fairy dragons.
Dude, if they come as a complete surprise in the one big fight, they could be killer. Like
They need-
5 fairies over the top. What kind of anti-air is there?
Yeah, I was thinking the same. There's a... Wait.
You see, now it went darker again. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's nighttime now. There's definitely a lot of berserkers. So he
Yeah.
has to position them far away from the berserkers.
Shouldn't be too hard, because normally the human army should be on one side and the orc army on the other. Man, I would love for them to pick off the trees behind the enemy gold mine right there. They could do it with meat wagons. Meat wagons and Force of Nature and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Tactical deforestation. How cool is that? I mean, they're not doing it, but it could be cool.
This looks like such a random army, like a computer AI would build. Just everything.
Alright, we're kind of back up at 80. Oh, well, Soin not exactly. Dude, but this is Inner Fire Tier 3 craziness.
They're doing it with mortars.
Yeah.
Vision from the gyro. And in we go. Yep. That's
an easy kill.
that's the easiest kill of his life. Alright, destroyers see them now, and he's trying to fight through. Man, what a bottleneck is this?
Oh, that's such a bad position for RA. Oh
Yo,
my god.
Lucifer is not part of this fight at all.
Oh, look at that concave. What the hell?
It's an entire screen. Oh my god. How do you control this? F4 is looking really good. Oh my, look at the flares. He found the great position for the flares. Moon is trying to carry so hard.
What is even happening here, bro?
And all the MGs are gone.
TC level 5.
Yep. Have
Alright.
fun with that.
I think this might be it, boys.
It's gone is the alchemist. Hoo, 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 hoo. Yeah, that... I mean, what was their choice, though?
Oh, the stopper!
5-second stun on all fiends. That's an alchemist gone.
This
That's
is it.
another stun. That's every single fiend wiped out.
Level 5 TC with Blood Mage is just... that's just unethical.
How do you can't stop this? It just it's raining storms.
GG. That was my favorite 2v2 ever. That was amazing.
Soin with a big smile, Sock as well. They had a lot of fun in this game. Ay 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 ay. Sick last fight. And they take it. They tie this up. We go full distance for the first time today. Man, that tier 3 human transition.
Yeah. Tier 3 human.
That was
pretty good.
That was unfair. I thought, okay, if they give him so much time for MGs and undead tier 3, this must be it. Like, how do you break this? How do you break MGs? Answer? Just like this.
Pretty sick, dude. That was awesome. That was cool. We're all tied up 2v2 now. 2-2 now. And now we're gonna have one last game left. It's gonna be Michael against either Soin or Chaemiko.
Yeah. Michael set in stone. They only have 3 players. There's no other choice than to seeding him. We will see him for the first time in the one-on-one. And can finally answer the question, how good is his shape at the moment? It should be Chaemiko the pick. Like, Soin is a good player, obviously. I don't want to take anything from him, but Chaemiko has been really, really good for the past couple of months. 2-time top 8 WGL, and especially against Undead. 2-0 1-0. You don't do that every day. He did in next. So it's gonna be a rough game for Michael, but maybe he has some surprises up his sleeve, and he has map choice as well. Highlights from the 2-2. There's so many of them.
How long did the game last, by the way?
I have no idea. There's unfortunately no clock in the in-game.
Must have been at least 30 minutes, right? Like, easily.
Like,
Look at those numbers, dude. Oh my god.
20 minutes for mining out and then some. Interesting how fast they all got to 3-3-3, but no one really got to 5. Rarely even went to 4. Like at one point, stuff just stopped dying. Except for Soin, who lost 20 supply.
Maybe they needed a pit lord with cleave. Maybe 1-0 was onto something. Oh god, so many stops this game. Jesus!
Yeah, really, right? This Crypt Lord really wasn't the best. Like a couple of impales, but never 3. And also kind of hard to reach if you're close to the breakers, which he oftentimes was.
Yeah, the Crypt Lord is a great late game impact hero if you can land the impale and follow up with more damage and quickly find kills. But there was absolutely no quick kills being found anywhere in the late game here. The TC is similar. He has a couple of stuns, and then you run out of mana, and then hopefully you find a lot of kills. Normally. But when there's a Blood Mage, you have infinite mana.
Yeah, we see it right here. He stomped out of every nuke at the end.
Yeah. Really good saves by Soin as well, by the way. This TC was so close to dying so many times.
Yeah. Rune braces,
of course, helped him there as well, but it was also really good control.
Told you that Soin is sick with the TC. Finally, it was time to show it to us and the world.
I always knew, bro. I always knew.
Yeah, and then this fight.
That was such a bad position. Oh my god.
Lucifer's entire army out of position.
Mike couldn't do anything. He's like, where do I go? What do I attack? Oh, there's one knight over here that I can attack. And with enough ice shards, even mountain giants die at some point.
Flares everywhere. Doesn't even do too much. Just looks awesome. What's the range on them, by the way? Pretty sick.
Global.
Yeah, and then it's a level 5 TC, and that's the end. Oh my god, those stuns, dude. Why did you even buy a mana potion?
You have Mr. Mana Potion in the backline, bro.
You know what's better than a lot? Even more. So why not? If you have the resources, just go! Super sick inventory with all the rings and the rune braces. He was just way too tanky. Alrighty! Finally, it is time for game 5. We missed out on those games for quite some time, but now we get it. Most likely, Chaemiko versus Michael. We will be back after a little break. We go in to the deciding map 5. 2 Koreans, of course, as these clans are all Korean. It is Michael versus Chaemiko.
Really curious to see the map here. It is Last Refuge. Ooh. Wait a minute. Rise Again had the map pick. And they pick LR? It's one of the best human maps nowadays, in my opinion.
I know, Michael has always been a little different. Rise Again at the moment in the league 0-2.
Yeah, they need this win even more badly than F4 does.
5th and 6th get a lot higher prize money than 7th and 8th. And if they want to have a shot at the playoffs, yeah, they absolutely need this. Right, Chaemiko in the upper right. Michael in the bottom left.
Looks very much standard here so far. Should be a Ted Fiend opening. Haven't seen the hero choice yet, but everything else would be quite crazy. And it is the DK against the AM. No surprises here just yet. So, most likely going to be a fast expansion then by Chaemiko. In this matchup is always the human dictating where the game goes strategy-wise, and the undead following accordingly.
Yeah, we have
Unless you go super crazy and go like TGW, fast expansion, Cryptlord style.
We have seen 1-1 base play today of human versus undead on Turtle Rock by TH vs 120. That didn't go too well. 2 base is all the standard. I would be very surprised to not see that.
Yeah. Chaemiko has been playing quite a bit of 2-base tier 2 rifle defense also. That was successful for a while, but after a little bit, it seemed like 120 found the answer against this. Does Chaemiko feel that against a non-120 undead, he can still make that work? I could see that. Love the footy harass, by the way. And this is the primary reason why this map is pretty good for human nowadays. You put pressure on the DK, you force more mana out of him, you get a good 100 damage in, and on this level, 100 damage makes a world of difference.
Would be very lucky if he finds a retail potion, but it's not. It's the Watch Awards. Chaemiko level 2, no Merc Camp, no Expo yet, and DK arrives. Throws down the Watch Award, very obvious. But there's no dust, so he can't do anything against it at the moment, so this is good vision. But Archmage just chases him away with right clicks.
Yeah. He used another coil right there, by the way. So that's 3 coils used, which means he has a single one left only. Even if he gets the level up, he's not going to have enough for another one right away. Oh. So here we go, Militia called. Waterman's at the ready. The AM not even part of this creep. This is something you can do on this map, as this creep camp is so easy. Wait a minute, does he have defend already? No way, right? Crazy.
That would be... no.
No, okay.
Alright, Archmage is
can he
here.
steal this? Nope.
Not even close. We'll get 1 or 2 skeleton... militia, but it's only 2 skeletons. That's easy to deal with.
Barely any impact from this harass. 1 peasant died? That's laughable.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
No level 2 as well. And more right clicks. Chaemiko is having a wonderful early game.
Lumbra on Chaemiko also looking really good, which means once this expansion is finished, he can tech pretty much instantly. This early is pretty weak, honestly, by Michael. This is way worse than what we're used to seeing nowadays.
Yeah, I agree. There was a time when Michael was super scary against human. And then there was a time where his games against human lasted like 5 minutes and he lost. Seems like we're rather closer to option B at the moment. But still, plenty of chances for Michael to close the clan war for Rise again, with Coronova always, with Fiend Harass, with Statue, with a Pit Lord push.
Yeah, once he gets, no matter how bad the early game is, once Undead gets to 4 or 5 Fiends, plus Or, plus Statue, plus Triple Hero, they are suddenly very strong. Question is just, how prepared is Chaemiko going to be then to deal with that? And the question should be, and the answer should be, pretty well prepared, considering how smooth this early has been. I think the tech for Chaemiko just started, right? I just saw some resources dropping there. And that would be a pretty damn fast tech.
Yeah.
Goes for the boost
Unfantastic.
as well. I like that.
Michael focusing a lot on his progress now. Waiting for the Lich and then go. Once again, a little distracted. Not even close to 3. Huh. Okay, he's moving over now, but Chaemiko can prepare for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, the Lich isn't even in this harass, so it's not that scary. Canceling the Arcane would be a big deal at the expansion. Maybe he can achieve that. Nope, the Arcane is finished. Wow, there's like no SimCity at all.
Yeah, quite accessible. That's a couple of peasants falling. Militia are in. Oh wait, that's footies. Militia, where are the militia?
Oh, almost
no.
around. Oh, trying again. You know, most humans, I feel like they try to surround and they break their fingers and it never works. But this is Chaemiko. I'm like, bro, you go for all the surrounds you want.
Yep. He has a free pass on surround attempts. Nice Nova. Lots of targets, but this is not where you want to be as an undead at this stage of the game. You don't want to be in your base.
And this was 2 Novas for 2 footies. That's a super fine trade for Chaemiko. We're now creeping. And this is not even a camp he can creep freely without destroyers.
This is a... He soon has a Mountain King. Chaemiko's in full control.
Yeah.
Despite not getting many kills. Like, it's not that a Fiend or 2 Fiends dropped or something. But it's just no losses on the human side.
We saw 0 towers at the expansion earlier, by the way. I wonder if that means rifles again.
Okay, now some footies die. Again, he's super happy with that. Lich is already out of mana. DK is still at level 3.
Yeah, with everything single Nova, he always only gets 1 kill. That's not enough.
Rush is tier 3. MK is coming. And towers as well.
Alright, seems like Chaemiko is playing the Knight's Gyros here. No rifles.
Oh. Standard, I guess. There was quite some variety with what do you do on tier 2? Is it rifles? Is it breakers? Or is it just Knight's Gyros? And seems like lots of humans have settled on Knight's Gyros. Big double level up. Book of the Dead. There's not gonna be the spell. So you don't win a fight with this book. But for Echo Harass, it's great. So maybe the tier 3 Pit Lord push with this? He's at tier 3. But more creeping. More time for Chaemiko. This matchup is so timing dependent and Lucifer feels like he has all the time in the world.
Oh! AM to the dome. That hurts. MK footy run by, trying to buy more time. Michael shouldn't fall for this by coming back with a whole army. 1 single destroyer is enough to deal with this little attack.
But he's moving
for it.
He's moving back with his entire army. Yep. Maybe he sees an opportunity for multi kills. That's 1. That's 2. It's gonna be could be 4 footman kills, which is decent, but that's not his objective.
Gyros, knights,
Ali.
and a handful of breakers for good measure. But these towers have not been threatened once, and this paladin is almost ready. Oh, Dreadlords, 3rd.
Alright.
Counter Expo, I guess.
And then hope for good carrion swarms. And a little bit of disable with sleep. Okay,
PTSD.
I dig that.
I hope he's not playing Griffins now.
Damn your hatred on Griffin. Devotion, pretty sweet.
Second workshop coming in. Chaemiko, has he realized this? Yes, he has. Counter expansion scouted by the gyro. Now the human knows what's up. It's probably too late for a shredder now. Lumber for Chaemiko is still looking pretty good. Khadgar's pipe for Michael.
Okay. For a super late game, this is the best item possible.
I think Chaemiko should clear out the red camp and then harass with the army in one base, tanks in the other, and then behind that establish a third base. It's kind of what he's being invited to. Oh, at the moment he's being invited to a dance that he doesn't want to take part in, it seems.
Book of the
Chaemiko's
Dead.
army is still really small.
Alright, he takes out a knight. Heal scroll committed. It should be 2 knights, I guess. Militia called, but also not the biggest impact. Sleep on the next knight. That's a lot of fiends, that's a lot of damage, that's a lot of supply as well. 2 knight, oh, almost 2 knight kills early. Can take that out, yep. Spawns at the bottom left, that's unfortunate.
Chaemiko, what's happening?
That can't be happening, man.
What's happening here?
He lost to Remind already. He can't lose to Lucifer. Tanks now. Desperate.
Maybe that was the misread. Maybe he thought he had absolute free time to do whatever he wanted. Didn't invest into army. Invest into tanks instead.
And Lucifer with the town pole is ready to defend this. Very aggressive. No nuke possible, of course. Oh, but sleep and surround. Steph, is it on cooldown? Oh, messed
Why is
up.
there 8 peasants in the Zeppelin?
What?
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 Oh, and the
What is this game? Chaemiko is all over the place with his mind.
he just had this one misread. He thought Michael was just gonna go creeping all over the place, and he had so much time.
Super lucky break, by the way, for the Paladin to just move out of there.
The pot saves him. Tanks arrive. I've never seen 2 tanks being punished so hard.
Man, Michael, he's getting the Paladin. Boom, level 3 Dreadlord, level 3 level 2 Carrion Swarm. The old man comes out of nowhere and is about to win the Clan War 4 RA.
Ay.
Tanks arrive now, but there's a wagon already. How hard is he going into tanks? Will he continue to play tanks? Second Katka's pipe? No. What did he get? Helm. Okay. But yeah, tanks are being dealt with.
Oh, he's gonna take those out.
And
Dude.
Michael.
Michael's gonna do it.
Beloved by the Western community for being one of the first to stream on Twitch. And of course for his accomplishments back in Media Maker's days. Disappeared in a slump for forever. No big results in a long time. And then he wasn't even used in the first 2 playdays, except for 2-on-2. And when they rely on him, he's there. But it's not over yet.
Pally got to 2 at least. Maybe now he can't be sleep controlled so easily. This Dreadlord is looking really good, by the way. He's gonna take out 1 workshop, maybe even 2. Oh, and the Nova Carrion! Quad kill.
And he defends again. It's kind of fascinating how these two wagons are so fragile, but never really attacked. That's another night falling. That's another sleep. Will he get this around this time? Big undead army. No way out, except if they have the staff ready. But he sleeps the Archmage, so he has to go into an invul. Dreadlord a little bit in trouble. Freeze him out with the coil. And that... Oh, must be a staff soon. Oh man, he's committing so much healing. There we go.
Out.
Well, that's another night falling, isn't it? Nova, slow, catching up, dead.
Oh my god!
22 supply lead and 1,000 gold for Michael.
He can just expand again now if he wants.
What's like? This is one of the biggest surprises in the entire league.
Man. After such a solid early game. If Chaemiko had just massed Knights and Gyros. I seriously think humans should stop playing that Sanctum so early, by the way. Go double racks, double workshop, just spam Knights Gyros and add the breakers later. All the tanks, whatever you need late.
Alright, there's Temple of the Damned coming from Michael, so we will be safe against Stormbolt Holy Light. And we'll add Curse and all that good stuff. Carrion Swarm again, level 4. And that's the way better disable now. Can spam sleep.
Breaks the main. DK is about to be level 5. 544, excuse me, under hero levels. And he can just retreat into the back of the base, and then how the hell is Chaemiko gonna come in here?
I don't know, dude. I have no clue. Gets the statue? Okay. Number of gyros is ridiculous. What can Chaemiko do to stop this?
I don't know, dude.
You can't even make tanks anymore? Like,
It doesn't look like he can do much.
no. Carrion Swarm hits everything that it can hit. Gyro's taken out. Fiend Anti-Air, level 5 DK. These undead hero levels are out of control. It can hope for a hero focus, but even that can't help really. Yes, Invo Potions, there's TPs. Chaemiko's just losing his entire army here.
Dude, these sleeps are looking so good.
Yeah, you can spam them
over
with the
and over.
Katka's Pipe. Level 5 Lich. Okay, this must be an end for a hero soon. Now, there's no mana, unfortunately. But that's GG. Michael takes the victory for Rise again. And what a fitting name for this victory. Hells yeah! Michael, aka Lucifer, first game and off for smoke.
Did you see that? He had, I don't want to say tears in his eyes, but his eyes were a little bit teary right there.
Wow.
Great moment for him.
Seriously. Oh, this is a cool story. The old Koreans defeat the young Koreans and check. All that experience. Team Leagues and Lucifer, man. He was the WC3L MVP for a reason back in Meteor Maker's days. Yeah. I guess I speak for both of us when we say that we didn't expect this to be even competitive.
Yeah, quite impressed with the late game. The early game, the build, the opening, all that stuff really didn't work out well. Chaemiko there had the upper hand. But late game, that was pretty solid by Michael, absolutely, with his own patented Dreadlord. But man, Chaemiko, boy, how did he give that game out of hand so easily?
Second throw for Chaemiko in this league. Not really reliable when it comes to the one-on-ones here. Against Remind, that was never supposed to happen. Against Michael, this was never supposed to happen. And this is F4 with a 1-2 score after 3 Playdays.
And that brings us to F4, NP, UMAD, and Rise Again, all at 1-2. YR might be out of the running, not for certain, but everyone else is in contention for this 4th spot.
I agree. And that win is pretty good for our Western team, UMAD. They have faced RW already. Here we see Michael again. They have faced RW already. They have faced LP already. Oh, look at that smile on his face. They still have to face ELL, but the big rocks are almost out of the way. They could actually make it top 4.
Yeah. Absolutely. We are kind of halfway done with the league now, like the season, right?
Yeah, that's halftime. 6 play days of 5 play days across 2 days each. So yeah, that's 2.5 done. Whew, boy. It's getting tight in the middle of the league. You're right, YR with 0-3, kinda out. They faced... Who did they face? F4 and ELL and NP, so not the strongest except ELL, of course. They need to start a big comeback tomorrow. With RW. Yeah, RW must be seeking for revenge. This is gonna be pretty crazy. We're gonna show you the rankings as Liquipedia has updated. You guys are absolutely wonderful for updating this so quickly. Alright, so how is this working? If I put it there. There we have the current standings. With ELL on top since today after their win against Rogue Warriors. They're still second place with 4 match 3-1. LP Club is catching up after losing the first match. They won second and third. And then yeah, the big midfield, the big competition for rank 4. NP, F4, Rise Again, and UMAD. UMAD wasting a couple of points today, maybe 1 to 2. Today was really not their day. They can step it up tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, we get YR versus RW to wake us up, ELL versus NP, and then F4 versus UMAD. All the Western hope lies in the shoulder of Cash, Sonic, Maru, and Todd. Once again. And especially after the loss of F4, they have chances here.
Yeah, the last clan war tomorrow might be the one that determines the slot at the end of the season. But of course, there's going to be a lot more clan wars to be played, but this is going to be an important win for both teams. Yeah, the first clan war tomorrow, that's going to be a bit of a write-off, to be honest. But the other ones are going to be pretty interesting.
All right, then. That is it for the day. Remo, you can finally go to sleep and get a nap after the marathon tonight.
The nap is going to be so good.
Enjoy, bro. We are back tomorrow at 10 a.m. with the WGTL. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Have a wonderful Thursday evening.